Good morning, everyone. It's my privilege to be able to get to talk about missions with you today. I know that many of you live and breathe mission. And so, as I think about the mission of God, Missio Dei, and we define it in our class as God is reconciling the all of creation to himself through the life, death, and resurrection of Jesus Christ. And you have probably heard this before, but there's no word missionary in the Bible. I don't even think the word mission is in the Bible. That's because the whole Bible, from the story of the creation in Genesis to the very end of Revelation, when we are in front of the Lamb of Glory, is the Missio Dei. It's all mission. And I love the ways that this is demonstrated and conveyed in the scriptures, where Paul gives us metaphors and Jesus talks about the harvest and the servants that go out into the harvest. But my favorite one is taken from Second Corinthians chapter 5. Let me read that to you this morning from verses 14 through 21. For Christ's love compels us because we are convinced that one died for all, and therefore all died. And he died for all, that those who live should no longer live for themselves, but for him who died for them and was raised again. So from now on, we regard no one from a worldly point of view. Though we once regarded Christ in this way, we do so no longer. Therefore, if anyone is in Christ, the new creation has come, the old is gone, the new is here. All this is from God, who reconciled us to himself through Christ and gave us the ministry of reconciliation. That God was reconciling the world to himself in Christ, not counting people's sins against them. And he has committed to us the message of reconciliation. We are therefore Christ's ambassadors, as though God were making his appeal through us. We implore you on Christ's behalf to be reconciled to God. God made him who had no sin to be sin for us, so that in him we might become the righteousness of God. The Missio Dei. Did you hear the word missionary? I heard the word ambassador of reconciliation. The mission, to be reconciled to Christ. The missionary, the ambassador. Ambassadors don't live in their homes and say, I'm an ambassador, and never go out, because part of the mission that we know is God is a sending God. So we say he scatters and gathers us. He sends us from everywhere to everywhere, just as ambassadors do. So we can't opt out of being an ambassador if we have experienced the reconciliation of Jesus Christ in our life, because he's committed to us the message of reconciliation. We are to go, the Missio Dei. I get excited to think about it, because and I like the part where it says we no longer regard from a worldly point of view. It's really hard. It's really hard to let go of your worldly point of view that's ingrained from your culture, from your upbringing, and go into another area of the world and have a point of view of reconciliation. It's not an easy thing to be an ambassador. So as you go out into your churches, as you speak to your zone leaders, district leaders, are we communicating mission as something that's an appendage of the church? Or do we believe that from Genesis to Revelation, all the Bible is the Missio Dei, the mission of God? Do we empower our people to say God is sending from everywhere to everywhere? One of the things I do in my class is I say, close your eyes and tell me what a missionary looks like. And a lot of times here at APNTS, they will say things like rich, Western. Sometimes it's funny because they say things like direct, blunt, uh, maybe sacrificial, love for Jesus, good things. And I always say when Jesus closes his eyes and thinks of what a missionary looks like, he thinks of you. So as we communicate what the Missio Dei and the mission of God is, let's empower each other to be the ambassadors of reconciliation. Thank you so much.